had a dream last night. A vision. I saw a world full of people. Everybody was dancing and screaming loud. They were just there to listen to the music. It was deep. It was underground. I live for that energy. Energy.
Are you guys ready for a state of trance? Put your hands in the air, come on!
Within the studio this week, Ashley Wallbridge to premiere his new single. Also Daniel Kandi to talk about his new compilation, Always Alive. And big news about the State of Trance Ibiza compilation. And new music by Marlo, Mark Sixma. And this one. It's the brand new Fatum. They teamed up with Angel Taylor. Remember her? From my track Make It Right. This is On My Own.
Eyes wide open, it's you and me. So I'd never see the day you leave. Yeah, picking up all of the pieces tonight. Truth or dare, I give you everything. I'm so addicted to your misery. Yeah, picking up all of the pieces tonight. 'Cause anytime that you say my name, I'm still hoping you feel the same. And I'm not on my own, not on my own, not on my own. Hold on to the days when things were right. Never letting go, no goodbyes. I'm not on my own, not on my own, not on my own. No. That's romantic, all you're getting me. Can't get enough of all you wild and free. Yeah, letting go of all my senses tonight. Ooh yeah, you got the power to do anything. Give up myself for what you're giving me. Yeah, letting go of all my pieces tonight. 'Cause anytime that you say my name, I'm still hoping you feel the same. And I'm not on my own, not on my own, not on my own. Hold on to the days when things were right. Never letting go, no goodbyes. I'm not on my own, not on my own, not on my own.
Only 3 weeks ago, they released their last single called Justice, and they're back on the show already. Bill, Chad, Bruce, and Daniel, better known as Fatum, with Angel Taylor, On My Own. A very warm welcome to a new episode of A State of Trance. A big shout to everybody watching online right now, youtube.com/Armin van Buuren or on my Facebook page. If you're on social media, chat along. Make sure to use the hashtag this week, ASOT822. Big show ahead of us. Within just a bit, the world premiere of the new Ashley Wallbridge. And wow, what a single that is. He's here to tell us all about it. And also an exclusive guest mix by no other than Danish friend Daniel Kandi. He recently celebrated the release of his new compilation. And he'll play some tunes right here on the show. Also coming up, a hot new Marlo. Wow, what a single is that. And a new Mark Sixma, so stay tuned. But first, check this out. We think this is a world premiere. Seven Lions, The Steps of Deep Slumber.
Exclusive and for the first time on the air. A State of Trance presents a world premiere. on social media.
It's the new Cosmic Gates. happy to hear that he's making a comeback. Annie Duggett with Natalie Mayer. Follow You got this in right before I started this show. And before that one, last week's most discussed tune on the show, the trending track. We monitor all your social media activity. It's the new one by Cosmic Gate and Emma Hewitt called Tonight, part of their Materia album Part 2, and lots of exciting news about that. It will be out on the 1st of September, and they've confirmed they will play a show and an exclusive guest mix right here on the show.
A state of trance.
You've disappeared off the radar for a bit because you were ghost producing a lot of music. At least that's what I've been hearing. And I have to admit, I heard your signature sound in some of it. Ladies and gentlemen, please make some noise for Ashley Wallbridge!
Yo, yo, yo.
What's up, man? How are you? Good to see you.
Good to see you on this fine morning.
What's going on all the way from Manchester? You came here to see us?
It's freezing now at the moment.
Really?
It's absolutely freezing, yeah. And to be honest with you, it's not much better here. It's a bit cold here as well.
Yeah, well, I actually enjoy it because I've been on the road for a little bit, and it's good to come home, do your laundry and just discuss new music.
Yeah.
So first of all, you teamed up with Gareth Emery for your Cunts act. What's up with that? What can we expect of that in the near future? You're almost turning that into a TV show now, isn't it?
Yeah, there's a TV show coming out. There's loads of new music coming out, which has been amazing because the music is getting a bit diverse with that. So it's a bit of everything put into one. So yeah, there's a lot of exciting stuff to come out on that.
Because you do a lot of ghost producing as well for other producers. Is that true or not?
I did do. Yeah.
You did do that.
I did it a lot. Yeah.
You can't tell anything about it.
Oh, but yeah, I did it a lot for a lot of different people, and like you said, signature sound. Like some people would say, "Oh, have you done this, Ash? Have you done this?" I'm like,
At least now he's back on making his own music. Thank God.
oh,
Yes.
love it.
And you've been working a lot with Andy Moore in the past. Faces, the track in 2009.
Yes, and then we did Face Off. Working with Andy is so weird, Like Face Off, it all started around Christmas time, and we were in his studio, and we started doing the track for about 5 minutes, and then we started playing Scale Electric. And then we started doing it again, and then 10 minutes later we're playing with drones outside. and then golf, and it's like, Andy, we need to do this track.
Are you still planning on doing a lot of gigs as well, or are you just producing now?
Oh yeah, like since I stopped the ghosting, and then now I just plan on releasing one track every 4 weeks.
Oh,
So since the start of 2017, we've been literally just releasing one new track every 4 or 5 weeks, and I plan on doing that until mid 2018. We've got planned up to so far.
Cool, and you are here for a very special reason. Because it's coming out this week, your brand new track, and what a bomb it is. Can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, so a new one called Strings. I've always been inspired by, Beethoven, Mozart, all that kind of stuff. So putting it a bit together, also a bit of inspiration from yourself, from your kind of sound. So
cool.
And put it together, and yeah.
Here it is, Ashley Wallbridge, Strings.
Armin van Buuren's favorite record of this week's show. This is the tune of the week. Trance with Ruben Durant and Armin van Buuren.
This is Mark Sixma, and you're listening to my new track on A State of Trance.
This is life, it's our time. You better believe it. You better believe it. A journey to the end of night, united as one. United as one. There's a place for the human race. We could have it all.
Sixma, United as One, and also played you the Russian DJ Feel with Carrie, great track on the future sound of Egypt. Let me know what you think of the tracks that I'm playing. Chat with us on YouTube, on Facebook, or use the hashtag 822. Had a blast last weekend in Slovakia, Ibiza, Portugal, and Austria. Thank you all for coming down to my shows. If you want to know what my live gigs look like, I've started a vlog secretly.
And I was so jealous of you last weekend watching your vlog, because I'm a huge Formula 1 fan. And you actually went to the circuit and you went into the pit box of Max Verstappen, right?
Yeah, that was incredible. I mean, it didn't bring him any luck.
No, he was out in the first corner.
But I drifted with the Drift Brothers on the actual Formula 1 square. It was absolutely amazing.
Make sure to check out the vlog for that.
My crazy summer touring continues this weekend. Airbeat 1 in Germany on Thursday. Friday I'll be in Port Bacares in France for Electro Beach. And Saturday you can catch me at the Barcelona Beach Festival. And also Ultra Music Festival in Croatia and Split. Can't wait for that. And my set of last weekend, Electric Love in Austria, in Salzburg, should still be online somewhere. What an incredible crowd and what a production. And the most loved and hated poll in Musicland is here again. The DJ Magazine Top 100 voting has started. You can now vote for your 5 favorite artists on top100djs.com. Make sure you do so. I mean, hate it or love it. I mean, there's so much controversy every year, and everybody seems to have an opinion about it. Yeah. My opinion is very simple. Just the fact that somebody takes the time to go online and vote for you means a lot. And I think we should respect those fans.
It's an honor that someone puts you in his top 5 artists of the year. That's a big thing.
I know, exactly. I wouldn't know who to vote for. There's so many incredible artists. Stay tuned for a special guest mix by Daniel Candy in hour number 2. But first, Axel Polo with Zodiac on Free Grant.
track this week. This is the State of Trance Progressive Pick.
tune into A State of Trance. Every week the latest and best in trance and progressive. This week's progressive pick comes from Ruben's own label, Statement Recordings, Early After Dawn. Track before that, Axel Polo, Zodiac. Great track on Free Grant Recordings. Time to tell you a little bit more about the Takeover episodes, because I'm going on a holiday with my family a little bit, taking some time off, and I thought it would be a cool idea to hand over the keys to the radio studio of A State of Trance to two other DJs, only for 2 weeks. Episode 825 will be hosted and presented, selected and mixed by no other than Ferry Corson.
And he told me he's going to bring a lot of special guests, so it's going to be fun.
There we go.
Yeah.
And 826 will be a Takeover episode by Orion Nielsen and Andrew Rayel. So that's going to be a lot of exciting things happening.
It's going to be a lot of fun, that's for sure.
And of course, a week after that, I'll be back hosting the State of Trance radio show. But I'm really curious to see what happens if somebody takes over this chair and makes a radio show from here.
And episode 827, actually, that's going to be special on your new Ibiza compilation.
Yes, I just finished mixing the new compilation. You just checked it out. We're mastering it right now, and it will be released in that week. More news about that next week when I can play you the very first music from this new compilation. And another 2-disc CD, and CD1 called again On the Beach, CD2 In the Club. Let's continue with the music. This is the new Horizon Flame, Invisible.
I'm Milo, and this is my brand new single called Onage. It's a very uplifting track, and I'm super excited about it. You're listening to A State of Trance with Armin van Buuren.
Exclusive and for the first time on the air, A State of Trance presents a world premiere.
he was here on the show to premiere this brand new track. Dutchman Ram with his new track, Rambassador, on Who's Afraid of 138. And he also brought a limited edition bracelet with him he wants to give away to his fans. And all you needed to do was come up with a new track title for one of his tunes. Ruben, what did we get in?
Several submissions like Ramputation, Rambarrassing, Ram Masterpiece, Ramber Alert, Ramosaurus Rex, Ramazon, Ramigo, and the one that we like best is from Remy Ausumel in France, Ram-In van Buren. So Remy, you're gonna have this bracelet. It's on its way soon.
Congratulations. The track before that was actually the new Marlowe, a world premiere. What a great track. And it seems to be a trend now to get the name of your wife and turn it around. So I should have to make a tune called Akire.
That sounds Japanese.
Sounds Japanese, yeah. Because we first had Sander Van Doorn. He has Niloy, which is the name of his wife. And Marlowe turned the name of his wife around. So now the track title is Onage.
Onage.
And the first one of 3 was a new Horizon Flame. Check it out, Invincible. Stay tuned in just a little bit. Daniel Candy will be here in the studio to play tracks from his new compilation to celebrate 200 releases on his great label, Always Alive Recordings. If you're watching the live stream right now, you can see him taking pictures of one of the guests. But before we go there, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for that moment on the show.
This music can take you to another world. We want to hear why a track means so much to you. Here is this week's Service for Dreamers.
Looking for a story and that special tune. So your story and a special tune, a trance tune, please. An old one, a new one, we don't care. It's about your story. And we get so many beautiful, touching emails in. Seriously, guys, we love reading them. Ruben saves them all, and we'll get in touch with you once the moment is there. The more touching your story, the bigger the chance is that you'll be invited to the studio here in Amsterdam. Just like this guy. This week he's from the Netherlands. David Lautenschutz from Utrecht in the Netherlands. How are you?
Hi Armin, how are you?
Yeah, good. Tell us your story.
Yeah, well, it's quite an old song that I emailed about. Around 10 years ago, when I was still a teenager, I played World of Warcraft a lot. And, well, in World of Warcraft, you can organize alliances to kill the raid bosses. And these are usually huge accomplishments in that community with millions of people. And yeah, during that time there was an end boss which was the hardest boss ever made, and finally after a few months of dedicated, trying to kill the boss, a group of people finally killed him, and they made a video of that kill. So everyone was like, oh my god, they finally downed the boss. So I watched that video, and I was totally not into electronic music by then, but around 7 minutes into the video, they started playing the song called Walk the Edge, which I found out later. So yeah, I liked it so much, and I still listen to this day 10 years later, and it got me into trance. I worked at State of Trance for 3 years. I went there last February with a friend of mine, and I still like it so much, and I still listen to it like every week.
So World of Warcraft got you into trance.
Yeah.
So what a great story.
So a stupid video game got me into electronic music, and I now enjoy it even more than the regular hit zone party songs.
Wow, awesome story. Thank you so much for coming to the studio, David Lautenschutz, for your story. And here it is for you, Alex Morph, Walk the Edge. one of the most beautiful trance tracks ever created by Alex Morph. Walk the Edge was requested by David Lautenschutz for this week's Service for Dreamers. And if you have a track like this and such a beautiful story, or remarkable story, put your story into an email. Send it to armin@astateoftrance.com. So not at asot.com, no, astateoftrance.com. And the more touching your story, the bigger your chances that we'll invite you to the studio. Actually, I want to make a special request for the Service for Dreamers, because in a couple of weeks we'll have takeover episodes. I told you before, one with Ferry Corsten and one with Andrew Rayel and Orion Nielsen. And I'm sure that they're going to do a Service for Dreamers as well. So it would be cool if you can request your favorite Ferry Corsten track, and maybe with a special story, and your favorite Orion Nielsen and Andrew Rayel track. So armin@astateoftrance.com if you want to be in that episode. This ain't over yet. In fact, we're just warming up. Stay tuned for just a little bit. Live here in the studio, no other than Mr. Daniel Kandi.
Welcome back to hour number 2 of A State of Trance. Live from Amsterdam in audio and video. Here's your host, Armin van Buuren. Non-stop in the mix.
Within just a bit, the YO remix of Heatbeat Mechanizer. But first, live in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the one and only Mr. Daniel Kandi!
Hi guys, what's up?
Take it away.
All right.
One of the greatest trance label around is celebrating 200 releases, always alive recordings. And the label boss himself is right here, right now, mixing for you. Daniel Kandi, live in the mix. You're listening to hour number 2 of episode 822 of A State of Trance. And last week, Daniel Kandi and Enhanced released release number 200 on Daniel's Always Alive recordings. Huge compilation. A good reason to ask Daniel to come all the way from Denmark to Amsterdam to talk about this compilation. Daniel, welcome. Thank you for your mix.
Thank you so much for having me.
What did you play for us?
The first track I played for you was the new single from me and Forion, which is called Holy Cow. I wanted to call it something else, but I wasn't allowed, so we just had to do Holy Cow. But,
okay.
But then the second track was a new one. I say new, but actually the track is more than 12 years old. Never got released, I don't know why. We just kind of hid it away. Found it again, remastered it a little bit for 2017 sound. And that one is called 3 Months with my good friend Anders de Wol. And then this last one is a huge one from Amon and Maciusiak called The 200th Moon. Always on the compilation as well.
This is The State of Trance.
Daniel Kandi in the studio. Does it feel like your birthday to do 200 releases on your label? Because I think we've been playing, well, practically all 200 of them, or at least 2/3, I think.
I think at least you have 75% of them, and it's really, really grateful for me and the team as well. You know, we really like that you are supporting the label.
And what's the philosophy behind Always Alive? What are you looking for when you're signing a track to your label?
Actually, I give the artists as much possible freedom. I just say I want good sound, and what I try to do is that every time I get a track, I want to have the cleanest of mastering. So I ask for stems every time, and I do the mastering myself.
For every Always Alive
For
release?
every Always Alive track. Literally,
Wow.
like 95% it's stem mastered, so you have the best bass, you have the best stereo, you have the best sounding lead, everything is just right in the right place.
And the last 5 years, you've only released 2 singles by yourself, Number One and Better Late Than Never. Do you get inspiration about working with someone instead of working by yourself, or?
Actually, for some reason, I was just in a dead period where I couldn't really get inspired. But now it seems to have turned around. By this compilation, it's proof that we have like 5 tracks where I'm at least on it. Maybe not as a solo, but we're doing more stuff. And I have 4 or 5 new solo tracks for the rest of the year.
Nice.
So more stuff is coming. I'm back on the saddle.
Well, we really do appreciate all the hard work you're doing for Always Alive, and I'm always happy every week if I see an Always Alive release, because we usually play it on the show. Keep up the good work. And you also wanted to give away a copy of the new compilation. Tell us what people have to do to win one.
Well, they have to answer a question. As many people know, I play billiards, both pool and snooker. So don't play me for drinks on a bar. That's gonna go wrong.
Okay.
So the question is, what year did I first win a Danish pool championship?
You won a Danish pool championship?
Yeah, 3 times.
That's
Actually,
incredible.
three times in pool and 5 times in snooker.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, if we're going to a bar, we're just having drinks. No, we're not playing pool, because I suck at it.
I'll win us the drinks. I'll win them.
Hey, thanks so much, Daniel Kandi, for coming to the studio. Really appreciate it. Keep up the good work.
Cheers.
We continue with Non-Stop in the Mix. First of all, Arkham Knights, Fractured Future. A tune that makes you smile. Ben Gold and Omnia, The Gateway. Track before that, the future favorite, voted the hottest track of last week's episode. 20.7% of all the votes, followed by Rambassador, which got 13.2%. Thank you so much. As every week, please, guys, leave your vote for your favorite track of these 2 hours of State of Trance. Head over to the Future Favorites section on thestateoftrance.com. A quick look at the emails that came in. Thank you, guys. We love reading them. That's one of the most fun things about doing this radio show. Got one from Lucas in Poland. Said, just want to tell you that a bunch of my workplace is listening right now. 500 people are tuning into A State of Trance. And also got one from Ashley James Charman. Hello, Armin, Ruben, and ASA team. Always wondered what you guys drink in your mug. Coffee, tea, or hot chocolate? I've noticed some of your stage set on YouTube. You often have a mug on stage where you're drinking tea or coffee. Well, if you're watching my vlogs, you know I'm a big fan of tea and coffee. Mostly coffee.
Cup of tea as well.
Cup of tea, well, not too much coffee, of course. And one from Morgan Helsoy. Not too long ago, I sailed from Hawaii to Orange County and back. I downloaded this many ASOTs on my phone and got into trance while in the middle of the ocean. Let me tell you, trance has never sounded so melodic when you're sitting on a beanbag in the middle of the Pacific, looking at breathtaking sunrises and beautiful night skies. Thank you for your email, Morgan.
What a scenery.
And just a little bit, I'll take you through some of the birthdays. Keep emailing me for that. Also, for the answer for Daniel Candy's quiz, please mention your address details and send your answer to armin@thestateoftrance.com. And this is the absolute last ever release on Giuseppe Ottaviani's Go On Air label. And rest assured, he will reveal his next plan soon for a new label. This is the WLT Wanderlust.
live on Facebook, YouTube, and many stations around the world. This is A State of Trance with Ruben Durant and Armin van Buuren.
Uplifting track featured on A State of Trance 2017. It's finally out this week. Ultimate and Moonsouls and Marianne, No One Else. Also played you a new release from the Future Sound of Egypt by Factor B, and the Noble Six track is called Origins. Let's have a quick look at the emails that came in. Happy birthday to Efrat Hodoya, Moshe, and Brzymilau Malegowski in Poland.
Alexander Albach congratulates his sister Ina on her upcoming wedding.
And a happy 26th birthday to Zabi Laika from Slovakia.
Noah Thornton in Israel wishes his father a happy birthday.
And a happy first anniversary to Sean and Emma Wrench in the UK. Second anniversary to Hussein Said and Mira in Dubai. And the 10th anniversary to Elin Revsdal and Christian Berga in Norway.
And last but not least, a happy 9th birthday to Thor Sørensen in Denmark from your father, Kevin.
Thank you for all your emails, guys. Love reading them. Armin@astateoftrance.com. And let me know what you think of the music that I'm playing right here, right now. Use the hashtag ASOT822. This is a world exclusive of the new Mark Sherry, Music of the Earth.
This is music of the earth, the music of the sun and the stars, the music of yourself. vibrations. It's the music of the earth, the music of the sun and the stars, the music of yourself.
Fresh on the label of Jordan Suckley, Damaged Recordings. New one by Sam Jones called Patterns. For that one, The Kraken, Cold Fusion on Who's Afraid of 138. And I also played you the great Alex Morph new remix of the 2002 classic Svensson and Giele, We Know What You Did. Also, did you hear that Heat Beat Mechanizer? It was the YO remix. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of A State of Trance. Hope you enjoyed it. If you want to hear more State of Trance, check me on Spotify. We have an updated playlist every week with this radio show. And, of course, the short edits if you want to check it out. Big thank you to Daniel Candy for the guest mix, Ashley Walbridge for dropping by, and David Lautenschutz from Utrecht for requesting your service for Dreamers. Hope to catch you at Airbeat 1 in Germany, Les Bacares in France for Electro Beach on Saturday, Barcelona Beach Festival, or Ultra Music Festival in Croatia. Actually got a really cool email from Dino Huic. Say he requested my track Gaia J'ai Envie de Toi. If you ever want to request a track from my live sets, just drop me an email, armin@astateoftrance.com. And please do me a big favor, vote for your favorite track of the past 2 hours. Head over to astateoftrance.com, click Future Favorite, and your choice might be played again next week as Future Favorite. Ruben, where are you playing this weekend?
Ultra as well, so I'll be seeing you over there.
Awesome.
That's really nice.
Can't wait. Ultra Europe, always one of the highlights of the year. If you want to know what I'm doing on tour, check my vlog. It's on my YouTube every week. See the crazy stuff that's happening. And of course, see you next week for a new State of Trance. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thanks for tuning in this week. If you want to listen to this episode again, surf to ArminRadio.com. Please leave your vote for your favorite track of the past 2 hours on AstateOfTrance.com. A State of Trance will return next week.
Welcome to Drift Radio. Let it all go.
This is Dirty South, Drift Radio.
This is Dirty South.
'Cause dreams can be hard.
Drift Radio.
With Dirty South.
Welcome to Drift Radio.
Hello and thanks for tuning into the 10th episode of Drift Radio with me, your host, Dirty South. The radio show has now hit double digits, and to celebrate, I have 10 immense tracks to throw at you over the next hour. If you feel like connecting with me while you listen, I'm at Dirty South on all social media, and the hashtag to use is Drift Radio. So let's get rolling with this one from a German house and techno producer Andre Homan. This is out now on Dennis Ferrer's New York-based Objectivity label, and it's a bomb. Enjoy.
Welcome to Drift Radio.